Hey there, Folsom fam and fans. Today's leg of the Heartbeat of Folsom journey brings us to the Folsom Premium Outlets. All right, now before we check out the art and meet the artist, let's take a look at what the Folsom Premium Outlets has to offer those of you who live here and those who are thinking about moving here. All right, so Nirmal, thank you for joining me here, letting me interview you. I really appreciate it. I have a great appreciation for art, especially art that's actually used for a good cause, like this one.
Like this one, yes.
This piece of art right here that you did, what inspired this? I know on the other side there's a butterfly and whatnot,
Yes.
but what inspired this art?
So the most important part for me was that it has to be colorful, and when we came in Folsom, I thought that it was so bright and colorful, and overall the vibe in Folsom was very enthusiastic. So that was the main focus on the heart that I painted, that I wanted it to be bright. And then the butterfly speaks about the development. So the wings is basically, like flying high.
Yeah.
So that is what the concept behind the heart art and the heart is, that the development that is happening around the area.
Oh yes, and Folsom is developing a lot, as everyone here knows,
Yes.
with people moving here from all over,
Yes.
including you.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in the Bay Area for a while,
Yes.
and you lived in Dallas,
Yes.
and then you moved here.
Yes.
And what's the biggest reason why you moved to Folsom? Of all the areas in the Sacramento area, why did you choose Folsom?
So we moved around, like we went to several other places like Roseville and Rockland, but I found Folsom had a very enthusiastic vibe. The Folsom branch, especially with this coming up construction everywhere and a lot of things coming up, recreational centers for the kids. So, and then the schools was my main research, and I found that Folsom would be the best for even from raising my family here. So
Yeah, the Folsom Cordova School District
Yes.
is really top
Yes.
notch. So yeah, that's a good choice.
yes.
Can you tell us about what's going on with art in this piece?
So as I said earlier, that colors being the most important part, I wanted it to be like anybody just passing by over here, should stop by to see, oh, what's that colorful thing over here. So that was my main focus, where uh, it talks about something which is going to refresh your mind when you look at the painting. So, and then the butterfly has a technique of dot painting. So if you go around, you will like you can see that there is a technique of dots on the butterfly. In today's artwork, it's called dot painting, and there are special tools which are used, which you dip it in paint, and then you make an impression uh, of that tool with a circle, which will create those illusion of dots.
Okay.
So I have learned that technique recently, and I wanted to try on. So this was the I think it was not that easy for me, because normally when it is a flat surface, that dot will come up easily because that tool is also flat. But here it was being a round surface. It was a little hard, but I was able to manage.
Okay. Is this lupin?
Yeah, the flowers you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the and then these are just the normal any colorful
This
flower.
is a generic flower, but
Yeah.
this specifically
Yeah, the
really
blue.
speaks to me because lupin is very common here, especially
Yes.
around Folsom Lake.
Correct. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think I knew them because I came from Texas. There were blue bonnets over there.
Okay.
So they look exactly
They
like
look like
that.
that,
So
right.
maybe the name is what the one that you are saying might be the correct one, which they use over here.
Okay.
But in Texas, we used to call them blue ones.
So it's kind of a nice little connection for you between Texas and
Yeah.
being here, because you have the blue bonnets that look like this, but
Yeah.
we also have lupin here that looks like this, and
Correct.
lupin is plentiful and everyone loves it. I mean,
Yeah.
people will take their family pictures out
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the lupin over there at the lake.
I
So-
have seen like there are fields of these flowers.
How do you feel about being part of this project that is for such an important cause?
So it first of all, I would really like to tell the story behind it. So I was the last artist who was appointed for this project, and I was so thrilled that my sponsor was the Premium Outlet Mall, and I got to represent Folsom, and they being my sponsor also. I was really happy. It was a little overwhelming and also a little nervous. I was a little nervous, but we had a session where we, like all the artists, we met together, and there was some news channel who covered us. So that is where I met everybody, and then I got relaxed a little bit. So the definitely the cause behind it was the main reason, and I got to meet so many beautiful artists in the city. So it was really nice to be a part of this.
Very good. Thank you again for letting me sit here and interview you. You know, it's really nice to be able to meet the artist behind the art. I don't think when people look at art, they get a chance
Yeah.
to meet the artist, and so
Correct.
that's why I wanted to do this.
Thank you so much.
So now I've met you, and anyone who's watching gets to meet you through the video.
Yes, yes.
Now, if anyone out there is interested in hiring Nirmal for her artwork, her information is in the description of this video. So go ahead and contact her, and you get a beautiful piece of art done for your whatever your project is you want done. All right? And remember, a house is not a home until it's full of heart. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it.